Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be ranking the new B&M 2020 sets and also taking a look at some new behind the scene images of the face sculpts. So at number 6 we have the 13th Doctor Friends and Foes set. This is just my personal opinion. It's cool we got a new Jadoon with a new gun. I think there are a few new bits about it, and it's cool. The Ryan figure, of course I don't care about Ryan or Yaz at all, so that's probably the reason it's here on the list. But the face sculpts, it looks good, it looks okay. The body I think was from a Primeval figure, I'm not sure about the legs. Then Yaz figure, that might be a new body, I'm not completely sure, but the face sculpt's new, and the hair's great on the Yaz figure, but the face looks a bit off to me. At number 5, we got the Unit 1971, the Claws of Axon collector figure set. I've never actually seen this episode, so that's probably why it's so low on the list. This figure set comes with Benton and Yates and the Brigadier. I'm really excited for the Brigadier, and I don't really think of them in Benton and Yates because, of course, I don't actually know the characters that well, but I think of them as just two unit soldiers that look awesome in the collection. I believe they're made out of Primeval figures, but I'm fine, it looks great. They come with guns, and the Brigadier, I don't know if this one's been released before, but anyway, it looks great. So, sorry if I'm a bit biased. The new face sculpts look just like the actors I've seen images. Anyway, this is a great figure set, and I'll probably be picking it up. At number 4, we have the Companions of the 4th Doctor Collector figure set. This one comes with Sarah Jane Smith, Romana 1 and Romana 2. Just saying, I've never seen the 4th Doctor's era. I'm watching it. I'm watching all of Classic Who on BritBox at the moment. So this will probably be high on the list later on. I know I'm going to get some mean comments saying that the ones in the next on my list are just re-releases and stuff, but I don't own any of the old Daleks or anything, so that's why I'm more excited for them than this one. These are great because they have new face sculpts, especially on the Sarah Jane Smith, since she was one of my favourite companions in Modern Who, even though she only appeared in a few episodes, but I do love her TV series that I used to watch after school some days. Anyway, so the face sculpt on the Sarah Jane Smith is great. Great likeness. It's probably the best new face sculpt we have got. She's got a body from a what's her name? Martha Jones figure. Her legs, I'm not sure what they're from. There's also the Romana 1 and Romana 2. I've seen side by side images of their faces compared with the actresses, and they are spot on. They are perfect. Not sure what the bodies are from. And I don't know if I've never seen that scarf piece before. I don't know if that's the 4th Doctor one or not. But anyway, it looks great, and I'll definitely be picking this set up. So at 3rd place, we have the History of the Daleks Collector Figure Set 2. This one is based off the Dalek Invasion of Earth story. This is a 1st Doctor story, and this is actually the first time a Doctor Who villain ever reappeared in an episode. Anyway, these figures look great. I've never actually owned a classic Dalek before. So since we're getting 2 packs of them, that's usually really expensive, it's great. These are technically re-releases, but I'm still really excited for them. So there are some differences than the original release. I can't really tell too many because I don't have the original release, but you can see that the eye stalks, the actual eyes, one of them is wide and normal, and the other one is much smaller. The pupil is much smaller. To show that it's like opening and closing, and I think that's a great idea just to make it a tiny bit different than the originals. These are technically the same molds as the other Dalek figure set I'm going to be taking a look at, but of course with the big bases that are reminiscent of the TV movie version. It always really just the same. You can see the frosted sort of lights at the top. But anyway, I think this is a great set. I'm really excited for this one. I'm excited for this one as a lot of other sets. And technically, this one could be ranked in the same place as the 4th Doctor collector figure set. I was sort of debating which one to put here. But I decided this one just because I have no classic Daleks. And the black one looks awesome as well. It's a great variation. And I'm probably more excited for that one since we're getting a silver one in the next set anyway. So I'll definitely be picking this one up. I'm not sure if I'll get 2 of them. It's just because buying all of them at once will probably cost around 120, which is a lot of money to be spending on Doctor Who figures in one go. But I have done it before, so I'll find a way to get the money. I'll find a way to get them and be reviewing them. So anyway, next next set will of course be the other Dalek set. Next, of course, we have the history of the Daleks, set 1. This is the Daleks that appeared in the Daleks. Well, I think came out in 1963. I can remember that because that's when my dad was born. These figures are awesome. They don't really have any differences than any of the original releases of these sets, but every time and another release of these classic Daleks come up, they get sold out instantly and become really expensive on eBay and stuff. So finally we'll get these, and they'll hopefully be mass produced enough so I can get my hands on 1 or 2 of these sets. Probably only get 2 if they go down in price or have a sale or something. Anyway, these are just the same molds as the previous Dalek set, except from the big base. You can tell that the eye stalk, one of the actual pupils is bigger than the other, which is the same as the last set, which does give them a bit of a difference, which is great. They didn't have to do that, but it's great they did. I hope they sort of do different variations in the future. But anyway, this set is great, and I'll definitely be picking up at least one of these. So at number 1, here we have the Second Doctor and TARDIS from the War Games from 1969. Oh, this is just such a good set. This is the one I'm definitely most looking forward to. They've done such great stuff with this. I think they're using the more new fin base, which is great. You can tell there's just so many differences on the TARDIS that makes this just so unique. First, let's look at the Second Doctor figure. He's just got his not normal clothes on. The only real difference is his sort of what would you call it? Sort of handkerchief in his pocket is now completely red. He's a much more cleaner look than he's ever had, except he does have a rip on his trousers that I believe should show his leg, but they are just black underneath. But the TARDIS, the TARDIS, it's so good. I've been wishing for a really like a first or second Doctor TARDIS for years now, because the original release of the first Doctor TARDIS has just become way too expensive for me to own or even find anywhere. If it's on eBay for bidding, it'll go up to 200 in a few minutes. But this is probably even better than that release, since it may not be as clean because it's not hand painted, but the wash over it, the dark wash, just looks great. The lantern, the new lantern, of course, that fits the Second Doctor, the lantern is great. It's great they gave us a new lantern. I'm not sure, it doesn't look the most sturdy thing ever. It looks quite cheap, but it's accurate. So when we get it, I'm sure I'll be surprised. I'm not sure if it's empty space inside or if it's a fully molded, all the way inside. Anyway, the signage on the top one, the front side is more lighter than the other side, and it almost looks like it's glowing. But in the actual images of it in hand, it does not look as bright as that. So that's a bit disappointing, but it looks fine. You can see at the base there is actually like some sort of grey silver sort of wash that going up it, and that looks great. Very reminiscent of the other TARDISes that we've had, like the Fifth Doctor one that had the mud at the bottom, and the original First Doctor one that had green at the bottom. I'm not sure what that was for. I don't know. Wait, I just noticed it still has the pull to open door. The handle on the door. I'm not sure if this prop actually had a handle and keyhole on its door, but they are painted, so maybe they were. Otherwise, they'll just leave them blank. But I hope if they ever release a First Doctor TARDIS, we are one step there because of the new lantern. But I'm hoping they will completely take away the handle on the door, because otherwise it wouldn't be accurate enough. So anyway, this is just so great to get. I've been looking for this is the one I'm most looking forward to, and I'll be doing updates on my channel for this one especially, so check them out. Okay guys, we're reaching the end of the video. I thought I'd just show off these pictures I found. This is Benton, and we also found one of Romana too. These are just ones that of the heads before they're actually on the bodies. These are like behind the scene photos, and it's just cool to see like that how they made them. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll be doing videos on whenever new news comes out on these figures, like release dates, and when they come out, I'll be doing reviews. So go check out my channel, like and subscribe so you know about them. And anyway, thank you for watching. You can put your listings down in the comment section if you want. So I'll see you next time. Bye.